Welcome to your favorite show on YouTube, Pick Me Up at 9. This is a show where we go on a date for your entertainment, and we are super glad to have you here. If you're new, welcome. Please consider subscribing. We're not weird. Well, we're very
We're
weird.
pretty weird.
Let me rephrase that. We're not super weird. We're just a little weird. Anyways, welcome. We hope you enjoy the show. We have the same outline every time, so we'll give you a quick rundown. We're going to have a little bit of an opening chat. I have a question for Tessa this episode.
Ooh, I'm excited.
And then we're going to get into a sound game activity. And then for our movie shows book section, we're going to be talking about the TV shows House and X-Files. A little bit on that later. And then for our artsy wrap up, we will be having Tessa play a song on the viola. So super excited for all that. Let's get into it. First and foremost, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Pretty tired. Kind of
I'm very
have
tired.
a goofy schedule right now. We just have been doing later nights and later mornings, which is fine. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been going to the gym. I am training for the Highland Games. Devin knows this, but the audience doesn't know this. So that's something that you guys can cheer me on for, or if anyone has any tips, feel free to put that in the comment section. But basically, Highland Games, it's a Scottish thing. There's different events, and I don't live in Scotland, but I have ancestry from Scotland. And it's a popular thing to do in the US. So there's like the caber toss and the stone throw and weight over bar, weight for distance, a bunch of
Sheaf toss.
sheep toss. There's a lot, and I've never done anything like it before. But I felt like it would be really good motivation for me to get in shape, and it sounded super fun. I've always thought that the caber toss was like one of the coolest things, and I remember watching it in the past thinking, oh, I want to do that. So yeah, I guess, is there any like big challenges that you're wanting to try, or something you've been watching that you're like, I want to do that?
I mean, I'm going to be getting into backpacking a little bit. I'll probably be going by myself because it's just the nature of situation of life. I don't know of anyone that would want to go with me at this point. So that would be interesting. Um, any other challenges, though? I haven't really thought of any challenges recently. I should think of a cool challenge to do, though. Something to push myself towards.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm remembering that that used to be a thing that you would do on Instagram. I can't remember if you did it on your main page or...
I still do challenges. I would just do different challenges. Like there was like a 30-day cold shower challenge, and there was like a healthy foods challenge, or
I liked the Silent Day one. I thought that one was really cool.
Vow of Silence was really a neat experience. I just did it for a 12-hour period. That would be really hard to do now with kids
Oh my gosh.
because our toddler would be like, "Oh my goodness, my dad hates me."
Yeah, she would be pretty hurt. It's really important for toddlers that they feel heard and validated.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I would definitely recommend it and do it again. But just you got to be careful with certain things with that. I guess I did actually recently just challenge myself to do 50 push-ups every day for 30 days. So
that's a great challenge.
A lot of the stuff I challenge myself to do more recently, I don't really put on Instagram, unfortunately. So
that's fine. It's nice to have something that's just for you. I feel like I don't really post stuff that I'm working on very often.
Yeah.
Or ever.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I had a funny question.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear it.
I forgot that it was on my Google search, and so I ended up closing a bunch of tabs because I had a ton of tabs open. And I lost the question, but I just found it again, so we're good. But the question is, of any animal in the world that there currently exists,
Okay.
you can pick one animal to have as like your companion. They're like your pet, but you can communicate with it like telepathically. What would you pick? Like, what animal would you pick?
I mean, I feel like I'm really boring because the first thing I would think of is a dog, you know?
Well, that's fine. Why would you pick a dog?
But I guess I would need some clarity on the question. Are we assuming that it's any animal and they're not going to hurt me?
No, yeah, they're completely loyal, like just like any dog. You can have any pet you want. It's
Oh
completely loyal
man.
to you. It's not going to go and kill everyone. If you wanted like a tiger or something, it's not going to murder people or whatever. Like it's just your pet.
I man. Again, that's hard because it's like, okay, in that situation, if they're loyal and nice to me as a human, what other aspects of their behavior might change?
Yeah.
Because, like, it'd be pretty boss to have, like, a cheetah as a companion.
Or like a bear. You're like
Yeah, I'm
need
wondering
help
if,
lifting something.
well, yeah, I'm wondering, have people ever tried to ride a cheetah?
I don't
I'm
think
sure
so. They're pretty
maybe
gangly.
someone out there has.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're really fast. So it'd be, I don't know. They, I guess I'm trying to think of something that would defend me really well, and so I thought of a cheetah because they're
Mm.
fast. Yeah, I'm thinking of that situation.
Yeah, that'd
But
be
also,
cool.
it'd be good to have an animal that's just like really smart. I was thinking of birds as well because they can send messages and they can find things and they can bring things to you.
Yeah.
Uh, is it Corvidae? Is that the family of birds that are crows? And
Hmm.
it's one of those birds would be cool. Maybe even just like,
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. But then again, it'd be nice to have something that could defend me. So maybe like a bird of prey. Do
Yeah.
you feel like a bird of prey could do damage on a person?
Oh yeah. If they wanted to, they could.
Talons? Is that
Mhm.
how you say it?
Yeah.
Have an eagle? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
What if I had a bald eagle? It's protected, in the US, but that'd be cool if I was friends with a bald eagle.
That'd be pretty neat.
How do you say the sound? That's a hard question. There's so many.
There's so many things because honestly, if you could communicate telepathically with any
Oh yeah,
animal,
I totally forgot about the telepathic thing.
yeah, I
What
I
would you pick?
I think
Since I can't
I would
decide.
pick a bird of prey for sure. That'd
They're
be
so
cool.
smart.
I also thought that it would be really cool though to have like a just a wolf,
Oh yeah.
like pure
That's
100%
that's
a
a
wolf.
perfect one because
It's a
dogs
dog,
are
but
animal's best friend. Dogs are animals. They're man's best
man's
friend.
best friend. Yeah, no, it's a dog, but it's more capable of like using that animalistic behavior if you needed it in a pinch. Plus, wolves are
That's a good one.
intimidating. I don't know if you've ever like I
Maybe I'd
I
pick that
have
one.
seen this, but I was watching a Joe Rogan thing recently where he's talking about being at a dog park and someone shows up with a wolf. And it's legal. You can own a wolf, but
What?
it has to be less than 100% wolf. So this lady shows up and she has a 90% wolf,
You're kidding.
and other dogs
I didn't know that was
react.
legal.
Yeah, it just has to be less than 100%. And
Jeez.
there's certain areas where like you can't have big dogs or whatever. But anyways, um, all the other dogs, like doesn't matter what it is, German Shepherd, Pointers, Pit Bulls, like any of like Dobermans, like the big mean dogs even, and of course the little like bite-sized dogs. Like as soon as that dog walked into the dog park, that wolf walked in, they all were like, "It's the ancestors!" Like
Yeah, that's what I would picture.
they
They're like,
were
this is the alpha.
they were
This is
completely intimidated, like wailing, like, "Oh my goodness, get me away from this thing! It's gonna hurt me!" Like they knew. 100%, even though it was very
That's
well trained.
cool.
It wasn't wild. They had it from a puppy. Like, it was just a dog. But I mean,
That's so cool.
that's kind of where we started, right? As mankind, we just
Wow. I saw a dog the other day that made me think of you. Sounds funny. It was just a really big, long-haired black dog, and
that's cool.
Devin's talked about how cool it would be to have a big black dog and name it Midnight.
Yeah,
It's
I'd want to
so
call it
pretty.
like
I wish I knew
Midnight
what
or
kind of
Shadow
dog.
or like
Yeah.
Grim or like something really. I just want a
Moody.
big black dog and like call it a mean name like Death or something.
Well, I
Be
just
like
think
Death, sick 'em,
it's kill. Just kidding.
kill.
um, we promise we're not really violent people.
I'm a
It sounds
violent
bad because I'm like, what animal can I have that will rip someone to shreds?
It's just nice to have something that has
Just in
utility, and if
case.
there's an animal that's going to defend you, that's a sweet utility. But
Yeah.
birds have the utility of like delivering messages or, seeing something from up high, and then they can communicate telepathically to you. Hey, be careful! You're actually about to walk off a cliff, or I don't know, stuff like that
Yeah.
would be cool. But I also thought like a lizard would be sweet because they're super fast. So you could just like have it like crawl up onto your shoulder and be like, "Hey, just so you know, like there's this thing going on." And be like, "Hey, can you go find out what's going on in the other room?" There it goes into the other room to spy on people.
Now I'm like imagining having like a bug as my
That'd be
command
cool.
and have a cockroach.
I'd get it like one of those big beetles, like the ones with the green, whatever that's called.
Those jewel
Carapace, whatever
beetles.
it's called. There's I don't know. There's just these ones that have like a really green
Cool like an Ant-Man.
texture.
Oh.
They're just cool beetles.
They're like
Beetles are
iridescent.
awesome. Yeah.
I think it's a jewel beetle.
They're really cool.
They are cool.
Yeah, I'd want something like that.
It's a good chat.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I could talk about this forever. I'm excited for activity though. It's kind of. Do you have the Better Sleep app on your phone? Okay, perfect. So. So with this data activity, we're going to be trying to guess the sounds that the other person is making. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know how long we'll want to do it. Maybe we just go back and forth, play it by ear. But I was thinking we could use the Better Sleep app because there's sounds on there. And then I have a link for household objects. So like, for example, one sound would be like a spray bottle. I don't know how you do it. See, that's the point of this game. It's going to be crazy.
Wait, so I'm supposed to guess what you're doing?
Yes. So
I'm in trouble.
one person will be looking at a list, and then the other person, and we'll be like scrolling through it. I haven't looked at them, so I can't, have an idea of what's on there. But one person will be scrolling through it, and then the other person will say stop, and you have to kind of pick one that's maybe the first one you see, or that your mouse is over, fingers over, whatever. And then you have to try to make that sound using just your mouth. No, like, try not to use any hand gestures or acting out, but you just like try to make that sound, and then the other person has to try to guess what sound you're doing. So yeah, I have animals, household objects, and then just this Better Sleep app.
Well, some of these things are like how do you make the sound of immersed? Like, how do you make the sound of medieval? So this one will be interesting.
I mean, and you can pick. Maybe we can like both do one of each category. Maybe that'd be a good way to do it. Okay, so I mean, I guess since you have that open, we can do that first.
Okay.
So, do you want to make this sound first and I guess first?
Sure.
And I should give myself a timer. 1 minute timer. Hopefully this isn't like a reset.
I have a timer on my watch too.
Oh, that's true.
But that's fine.
Okay, I have no idea what it's gonna do. All right.
Excuse me.
I guess I have to tell you when to stop first. So go ahead and scroll. Stop. You got one?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Go. Birds. Whistling. It's the medieval one, yeah? It's the fantasy one.
How many guesses do you get?
I just get a minute.
Oh, you get a minute. Okay.
Yeah. Eerie. Meditative. Yeah, I guess this one is tricky because some of them are just moods. Star Wars? Movies. I think. Orchestra? Strings? Oh. Okay, what was it?
Flute.
Oh.
I can't do action, so I was trying to do the toot toot sound of the flute.
That's funny. Okay.
That's difficult.
All right, I'll do that one next, I guess. That was pretty good.
A lot of these are locked, so you're gonna have to just pick whatever one is unlocked next to it. Because I barely use this app anymore.
Oh, because I figured we'd be including the lock ones and just kind of guessing what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell me when to stop.
Ready, set, stop. Now I start.
I don't know what other sound to do besides that. Okay, I shouldn't talk.
Waves. Rain. A storm. Snow. Wind. Ocean. Sea. Waves. Seaside. Beaches.
Am I allowed to say if you're close?
No.
Okay.
Waterfall.
I think that counts.
River.
It's waterfall. It's Niagara Falls.
I got it at 57 seconds, so.
That's going to be so obnoxious with the microphone.
People are going to be like, these guys suck.
Boo!
That's okay. We're done with the app now. We're going on to the other ones.
So, the next one.
Do a little baby check real quick.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I thought I heard something earlier.
Uh-oh. I am drinking tea. This one's called Night on Glacier Bay. Glacier Bay. It's very good.
I am drinking scotch. Just kidding.
No, it's just water. Not. And I also have saltine crackers. Because that sounded really good with tea. They're asleep? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Probably can't even see the boy because my clothes are blocking the camera. Okay. So there's a list of animals. So hopefully. Okay. Make sure there is a list that you can get to on there.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And you can just kind of, again, pick the first one you see or whatever. All right. Ready? Stop. And then I guess you can do the timer on your watch.
This isn't even fair.
It makes it fun.
Ready, set,
okay,
go.
An owl?
Yeah.
Do you want to do another one?
I can do another one.
Yeah, I feel like we might be able to do a few of these.
Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, freak. um. Okay. I'll. I'll give it a. I'll give it a shot. You're just gonna keep going. You're at 8 seconds, so.
Oh, okay.
You just keep going for your minute.
That
Ready?
sounds good. Oh, what is that? I feel like I should know this. It's like a type of bird. Why is this so hard? Ostrich? Whoa. There's so much variety.
I'm just making all the noises that I know that it makes.
Why is this hard for me? I know I've heard
15
this.
seconds.
You can keep going. Maybe it'll come to me. I'm so bad at this.
Yeah, you're done.
What was it?
Peacock.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Peacocks are mean. Beautiful, but mean. Okay.
They sound like that, don't they?
The hair in my mouth. It's the worst.
New band name.
Hair in my mouth.
Hair in my mouth. Don't take that from us. That's ours.
It's like
Copyright it.
Parks and Rec, all their band changes.
And stop.
Oh. It's nice that there's descriptions here.
Yeah. Ready?
Like, okay.
Set. Go.
Oh!
Sounds like a honk. Like a bull. A bear. A pig. Boar. Is that the oxen? Cow. Bear. Tiger. What snorts? Cow. Cow. And it's growling. And it's snorting. What snorts besides a pig and a boar?
I mean, I guess.
Javelina?
I guess maybe your guesses count.
Wildebeest.
It's hog.
Oh, yeah. I got it like at second 20 and you're like...
I guess everything. So, pigs are a hog.
They're all
under
related.
hog.
Like a pig, a domesticated pig is just the domesticated version of like a wild hog.
Okay.
Like
that's what I was thinking.
That's why they sound the same. They're like wee.
Okay. I had a moment where I was like, wait, are hogs bigger? Because I was thinking of like warthog, you know.
Yeah. They gotta be all related somehow. That's hilarious. Alright, next one.
I guess since I took up the whole time, right?
Oh, no, not quite.
I didn't? Okay, so you have another one you could do.
Okay. I only have like 10 seconds. So.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Tell me one.
And stop.
I don't think I know what that even...
Just do one next to it.
Oh, the one next to it? Where did it go? Okay.
Ready? Set. Javelina. No, or hyena. Yeah?
That was so obnoxious.
Hyena? Nice. 8 seconds.
Was that even close to what they sound like?
I would say so. They laugh like crazy.
Yeah. I hope that didn't wake up our kids.
If you haven't ever heard a hyena laugh, go look it up.
I've heard one in a zoo.
They're creepy.
They are creepy.
It's like a Joker chuckle.
It's creepy. Oh yeah, that's true. They do that, is what I was gonna say. Do we want to do household objects, or do we should probably move on.
We're less than a half hour, so we could do... we should stop.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Movie shows, books.
Do it.
Maybe we'll do household objects another time. I have seen people doing the household objects specifically before on TikTok.
I have to.
It's really
Not on
funny.
TikTok though, because I don't have that trash.
Well, by TikTok I mean
I consume other trash.
I don't watch TikTok either, but it's like I see TikTok on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? People,
yeah,
social media these days, it's just all
it's
reposted.
Everywhere. It's like boogers, you know.
I hope gross. Your boogers aren't
everywhere.
Oh, I see what you mean. So next is House and X-Files, and I'm going to remember to do a spoiler alert this time. Spoiler warning, we are talking about shows that we have already watched. So if you have not watched it, talking about X-Files and House, we're on the first seasons, or about 3 to 5 episodes in.
With each show, yeah. I think
I guess only on the second or third one with X-Files, but we've watched a little bit more of House.
Yeah.
So, which is fun because we've been trying to find shows to watch. So now we're like officially at the point where we're starting to watch multiple episodes.
Yeah.
I guess, was there one that you wanted to talk about first?
We could just talk about House first.
Okay.
Since it's listed first.
Yeah, there was one that we had watched where they like took gout medicine on accident, and that I mean that was the conclusion. Of it.
They took the wrong medication.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that episode?
That episode was funny. A little weird, but I mean they're all weird. All the episodes are a little freaky or a little weird. You know. I think that's kind of the point, is like it's irreverent humor. It's making light of people's medical conditions.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dr. House, you know, that's his character. So, but yeah, I like that show so far. I think it's funny, and there's enough drama that you're kind of like, we're hoping that people pull through their condition or whatever, but I don't know. You're getting some hilarious content on the side, so.
Yeah, they kind of seem to be hinting at, you know, which makes sense, that his character will develop and that he'll become softer. And I'm wondering if, like, if Dr. House is going to continue his pattern so far where he doesn't really do bedside, basically, where he doesn't go in and he does most of his diagnosing away, because it seems like so far that he'll like come in at least once, maybe near the end or something, or when it's necessary. So I'm curious if, like, as the show progresses, if he's going to spend more and more time with his patients. Probably. Or if he's going to continue to be antisocial.
I could see that.
Yeah, it was really. Oh, I'm thinking of X-Files. I was thinking of the preview for the next one we saw, but yeah, that was creepy. I guess with the like episode where they took the wrong medicine, one of the things was that got them confused was he had a cough and then he had a bunch of unrelated symptoms.
Yeah.
So I guess I had a couple questions. Have you ever felt like you've been sick with like multiple things at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like all the time, every time I get sick, which is not very often, I feel like I have several things. That's usually like why I get sick. But I mean,
is that supposed to happen? Is that normal to have like more than one virus at once?
I don't know if that's normal.
It seems weird.
It does seem weird.
Yeah.
Usually I think if your body goes into like a shutdown situation, like you're fighting off a virus or something of some sort.
Yeah.
Like that's what you have. And that's what displays.
Stuff like mono is really confusing for that reason, because what even is mono? There's just so many different things.
That's basically it.
Yeah. And then have you ever felt like you've had a sickness that was like undiagnosable?
Yeah. I mean, my migraines, I always felt like there was never an answer. you know. Now I'm pretty certain, like, why I have a lot of them, but even the answers that I have gotten from doctors of like why I have migraines, they all conflict. So maybe I have migraines for lots of different reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess in a way, probably all of us are a little undiagnosable. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, there's always got to be something that can help, but as far as in this mortal frame and our limited knowledge, there's
Yeah.
probably going to always be something that we don't completely fix, which I don't
Yeah.
know, it's probably a good thing. It's good to have struggles, good to have things to
Yeah.
make you tough.
Yeah, definitely.
Um and then with our X Files show, the one that we watched recently was this military guy went missing, and then
Yeah.
he came back and he was loco crazy in the head.
Yeah.
Um, and and then basically he came back home. Um, like the government allowed him to go back home, but the wife was like, "This is not my husband," and
They did something to him.
yeah, and he wasn't able to answer certain questions about the
Things he should have
aircrafts
known.
and flying. Um, so I guess, do you think that the government has the technology to selectively wipe memory or wipe selective areas of memory?
I don't know if it's like it is in like Men in Black or whatever, but I definitely think that they have. I think that everything you see in movies or shows is a part of a truth. And that can be, I don't know, when it comes to government things, not everything, obviously, but I think like with government things, that's kind of how it works. And that could be wrong, just to assume that everything is sort of correct or sort of true. But I feel like that makes sense to me. So, do they have the ability to take people's memories? I'm sure that they've at least tried it. I would put money on the bet that they have at least experimented with it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess I think about like things like dementia, where it's literally like
yeah,
the brain decaying or deteriorating in certain areas, and it causes memory loss. So I feel like there's probably some sort of drug or like surgery where they could deteriorate certain areas of the brain. I'm really naive in this, but
just flick a part of the brain or something.
yeah, I don't know. But I know that there's been experiments with like the CIA and stuff,
Yeah,
different drugs and different things. But um, yeah, it's interesting. And then I guess the other question I had was, do you feel like there's been something really big in your life that your subconscious has made you forget? Maybe that's like too intense of a question, but I don't know. Do you ever wonder if you've like forgotten something
I
really
forget
big?
everything all the time. So, yeah. I
But I
like,
guess like a big thing,
yeah,
if that makes
I'm
sense.
sure that there's lots of big things that I forgot going to like the undiagnosed thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I have undiagnosed anxiety, or at least,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm early onset dementia or something.
Oh, I hope not.
No, I
There's
definitely
definitely
forget
things you
things.
can do to sharpen your memory.
It's true.
Devin was doing this card game exercise at one point to help sharpen his memory, which I thought
Yeah,
was cool.
it was working. It was. I can't even explain how it works, but there's a few different ways of doing little games with yourself just to recall information, and I would do it with everything. So I'd be like walk into a class or something on campus, and I would see a car drive by, and in the moment, without even like pre-planning this is what I was doing, I would say, what was the license plate number on that car? And I would have to I would have to try to go back in my head and try to picture well, I know it was a red or maroon Jeep Grand Cherokee, but I don't know the license plate. It started with a 1 and it was a 2.
That's really good because then it kind of encourages you to start paying attention to things more.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to practice memory things. I don't know.
That's probably what a lot of short-term memory or bad memory comes down to, is the fact that we're just not really in the moment or being aware of our surroundings. Because I feel like that's how I am. I'm just mentally checked out a lot of the times, and I'm not always fully present in a conversation or a place, what have you. But yeah, it's interesting.
What did you think of the shows?
I enjoyed both of them. Yeah, there was a preview, or not a preview, but the X-File episode automatically went to the beginning of the next one, and I'm really nervous to watch it. There was a guy in the gutters and going through the vents, and I don't know if I want to watch it.
Yeah, it was something with really creepy looking eyes that was staring out from the storm drain.
Oh, and then that made me feel so icky.
Crawled up the elevator shaft ropes to get to this guy's office, and then it went through the air duct and somehow unscrewed the air duct from the inside, and then came out and murdered the guy, and then went back and then re-screwed in the bolts as it went back in. And you never saw what it was. All you could see was its eyes in that one scene.
Let us know if X-Files gets really scary, because I don't know if I'm prepared for that.
I bet it's all of the cryptid stuff, like everything from ghosts and paranormal activity in that degree, all the way through to aliens and Bigfoot, which the first 2 episodes have been about aliens and government conspiracy and stuff. So
that's more my jam.
Yeah,
definitely. So.
This one's a paranormal type thing, or just some sicko that's anyways.
Let us know if there's a show that you prefer us to talk about, because we can always do that as our prep work for something to talk about. If you want to hear more about Alone, or also watching House, X-Files, and then we also started The Last Airbender, the live version. We swear we don't watch TV all the time.
The series.
It's only maybe once or twice a week. But yeah, it's been fun. Should we wrap things up here?
Let's do it.
So I guess this audio didn't work out before when we switched our microphones off. So here's a re-recording. First I'll be playing a little bit of the song Going Out by Nickel Creek on the viola, and a little part from New Blood by Nickel Creek. And I wanted to play these because we're going to their concert this summer and we're super excited. So here's a little bit from Going Out. Messed up one of the licks there, but that's okay. Okay, and then this next one is from New Blood by Nickel Creek. And there you have it. Have fun and keep the conversation going.